When Prince Andrew and Prince Edward were born, some claim it was like a second family for the Queen. It had been almost a decade after Princess Anne was born, and Prince Charles, almost 12, was away at school. It is widely believed that the age difference between the brothers is one of the main reasons the Prince of Wales never really got along with Andrew and Edward, and, over the years, rumoured brotherly feuds received a lot of publicity. A 2019 Channel 5 documentary called The Royals at War recalls one of the most brutal clashes between Charles and Edward, which reportedly happened after the Earl of Wessex invaded the privacy of the Prince of Wales' son, Prince William, in 2001. Royal author Katie Nicholl explained, "When Prince William was at university, and a very strict issue from the palace to the media had gone out, there was going to be a protocol when Prince William arrived and, after that, the press were to leave the prince alone. There was one camera crew that stuck around." Royal biographer Penny Junor noted that Prince Charles' press secretary found a film crew still loitering near the University of St Andrews, where William had chosen to study. She said, "They said we work for Prince Edward, so you know, we have got permission to be here." She said, "You certainly have not," and it all grew to a big row. Ms. Nicholl claimed that led to Charles picking up the phone to Edward and in no uncertain terms, telling him he was an idiot and perhaps, a choice few words other than that. She added, "The message was quite clear, you have behaved inappropriately. Leave St Andrews immediately." Despite the clash, Prince Charles is said to have had a more bitter relationship with his other brother, Prince Andrew. According to the documentary, the rivalry between the two may have been caused by the Queen's apparent favoritism towards the Duke of York. Throughout his childhood, the Queen's firstborn was notably distant from his parents. After Elizabeth was crowned, her and Prince Philip's busy schedule meant the prince was left in the care of nannies. On the other hand, Prince Andrew enjoyed a very different relationship with their mother instead. Ms. Nicholl explained, "The Queen was much more settled in her role. She was able to be much more hands-on with Andrew and Edward than she was for Charles and Anne, so perhaps there was a bit of envy in that regard." Royal correspondent Victoria Arbiter added, "Charles had already been packed off to school by then. He was at Gordonstoun, he was miserable, he hated it, and there is Andrew at home being rocked by Mummy and read bedtime stories and all the things that Charles probably would have wished he had been able to have if the Queen wasn't so duty-bound right at the start of her reign." Former royal butler Paul Burrell also explained how all the Queen's children jockey for position with their mother, but there is clearly a hint of favoritism. He said, "I know it sounds odd but it is true. Andrew has always been the Queen's favorite son. He has never done anything wrong in the Queen." Ms. Jura agreed, "I think Andrew is quite a favorite with the Queen and I suspect she might have a bit of blind spot for him.